Yo, what it is, YouTube? It's your boy DC coming back with another bullseye of a tutorial here today on the channel. I wanted to show you guys how to get that dope mainstream Young Thug sound, free Young Thug, of course. Free him out that, that situation. But let's get to it right now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You want to see more videos just like this, keep suggesting more artists down below. So we can keep this going. And if you want to check out the links to support the channel, they're down below. So let's go.
When I was just hustling, bro, then nobody see me do it. Word to my mother, niggas knew it, but I still went through it. Snooze, then you lose, guess I snooze, cause I still went through it. Cry by the Bentley coupe, oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I read my Benz up, when I didn't see me do it. When I read my Benz up, man, nobody see me do it. I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I read my Benz up. When I didn't see me do it. When I read my Benz up, man, nobody see me do it. I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I read my Benz up. When I didn't see me do it.
All right, let's see what it sounds like with and without.
I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I read my Benz up. When I didn't see me do it. When I read my Benz up, man, nobody see me do it. I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I read my Benz up. When I didn't see me do it. When I read my Benz up, man, nobody see me do it. I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I read my Benz up. When I didn't see me do it. When I read my Benz.
So that's the before and after. All right, let's also look at the AutoTune settings.
I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I read my Benz up. When I didn't see me do it. When I read my Benz up, man, nobody see me do it.
Yeah, so with Young Thugs, I use the alto just because his voice is super high. That slimy type of tone that he's got. It reminds me of a slug. It's kind of slippery. So I used a good amount of humanize and a decent amount of retune speed. I'm sure that Young Thugs settings are usually a little bit more aggressive than this, but just based off of the fact that I kind of use the auto-tune kind of like a scalper tool or like a paintbrush to really mold the sound of the vocal, because his voice is already kind of naturally squeaky and quacky, so I didn't overdo the auto-tune. But yeah, these are the settings that I got. So let's look at the very first plugin.
I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I read my Benz up. When I didn't see me do it. When I read my Benz up, man, nobody see me do it. I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I read my Benz up. When I didn't see me do it. When I read my Benz up, man, nobody see me do it. I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I read my Benz up. When I didn't see me do it. When I read my Benz up, man, nobody.
So I used the SSLE right out the gate, just did a good amount of filtering. His voice is very squeaky and high, so there's not too much low end to roll off of, but just except for the things that we can just really kind of clean up. And then I used a really hard knee for the ratio, almost damn near 5, because I wanted to really sharpen this pencil. I really wanted to create it kind of like a vase, like, how when people are like welding vases in glass menagerie, they got a way of, really picking the shape if they want something to be round, a round vase, or like a sharp bottom vase. So that's what I kind of went for here, some sharp edges with the compression. Okay, next thing that we have right here is the silk vocal. I just used it on the default preset, just to make up for the fact that I didn't overly EQ in the beginning. I want the vocal to be dynamic and quack, so that's the reason why I picked to cut out dynamically more than statically type shit like that. All right,
I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I read my Benz up. When I didn't see me do it. When I read my Benz up, man, nobody see me do it. I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I read my Benz up. When I didn't see me do it. When I read my Benz up, man, nobody see me do it. I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I read my Benz up. When I didn't see me do it. When I read my Benz up, man, nobody see me do it. I snooze.
So it kind of came together like that, and I just like how that plugin really just Swiss whole cheese is the vocal. For me, it really cuts it up. Like if I had some carrots and making a salad, I'm not just gonna eat a whole fucking carrot. I'm gonna chop it up to make it easier to digest, and that's kind of how I see his voice here. Then I use the de-esser. No macros here. I don't think this one needs any macros. Honestly, it doesn't. It really doesn't. It's pretty straightforward with the Young Thug sound. His voice is what gives the sound the what it is, The mixing just kind of complements those ingredients in the pot, all right?
I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I read my Benz up. When I didn't see me do it. When I read my Benz up, man, nobody. I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I rev my Benz up. When I see me do it. When I rev my Benz up, man, nobody see me do it.
So something like that, it should be hitting about 1 to 3. When you're actually using the preset for yourself, you'll just adjust that. Now the C4 Pop vocal preset, I use that a lot, but especially for a Young Thug, I actually let the range be a little bit more. So understand that the range is how deep can I go? It's like the limitation, like if your parents give you an allowance of $10, you can't spend it more than $10 because that's all you got in your pocket is $10. So that's kind of what the range is. Like what's the maximum value that any of these bands can go down to from a numbers perspective? And I have nothing going down more than 4 dB. And I just like how this really kind of clears everything up. It just kind of like opens up the pack. You feel me? Like imagine it to be the vocal and it just opens up the pack like that. So it's opening up the vocal.
I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I rev my Benz up. When I see me do it. When I rev my Benz up, man, nobody see me do it. I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I rev my Benz up. When I see me do it. When I rev my Benz up, man, nobody.
All right. So after that, we have the Kramer tape right here. And the Kramer tape, I only did it for presence. I know I've cut the vocals so low, and even with the C4, I cut in my mid range. So now I'm trying to boost that back harmonically so his vocal doesn't feel thin. Even though he's doing all this quacking, his voice will still cut through. You feel me? His voice still has some type of body to still make it have some weight relative to the hard-hitting drums, the hard-hitting kick in the bass, all right? So that's why I use Kramer tape, because I know the tape has a mid-range bump, and I just like how this sounded. And of course, too, just to get more of that scrappy type of sound, that Rugrats type of sound, scrappiness. When you see somebody who's dirty, they're scrappy, and their shirt might be ripped up, and their socks got holes in it. It's a scrappy nature. I'd use a little bit of that wow and flutter. I boosted it in there, and that kind of helps the auto-tune quack a little bit.
I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I rev my Benz up. When I see me do it. When I rev my Benz up, man, nobody see me do it. I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I rev my Benz up. When I see me do it. When I rev my Benz up, man, nobody see me do it.
So it just gives that absolutely incredible presence to the vocal. After that, we have an RVox right here. We know what the RVox is doing, adding in some body. Then I use the L2. I only use this to generate some distortion. I like how the L2 distorts it. It gets some distortion. And on top of that, Young Thug's vocals kind of like bouncing all around and all that stuff like that. Me doing this impression. So yeah, I just use the limiter to really hold it in place.
I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I rev my Benz up. When I see me do it. When I rev my Benz up, man, nobody see me do it. I snooze cause I still went through it. Cry about the. When I was just hustling, bro, they nobody see me through it. Word to my mother, niggas knew it, but I still went through it. Snooze, then you lose. Guess I snooze, cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I rev my Benz up. When I see me do it. When I rev my Benz up, man, nobody see me do it.
So it just keeps the vocal really controlled. After that, I didn't really use no de-esser like that. I just felt like just in general, after using the Sook vocal and hitting it with a de-esser like this, you're pretty much good. Especially because I attenuated all the top end too.
When I was just hustling, bro, they nobody see me through it. Word to my mother, niggas knew it, but I still went through it. Snooze, then you lose. Guess I snooze, cause I still went through it. Cry about the Bentley coupe. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I rev my Benz up. When I see me do it. When I rev my Benz up, man.
Yeah, so I like how it's really just cutting in there. It's doing like damn near 6 dB. So that's why, I didn't add a double de-esser method. Yeah, just the basic reverb here. I've been using the basic reverbs lately just because to me, like I just want to depend on actually the vocal sounding good. Like that's why I call it the Young Thug template, because I really just smack the impression up the head. And then I realized like, damn, once you really like get the impression. Well, of course, I don't want you guys to impersonate Young Thug. It's just me doing the video, right? But once you get your vocal to actually sound right, like you actually dead ass know how to record, that shit is just gonna sound good with a preset like this. All right. So then we have a meta flanger delay. That shit is so basic.
When I was just hustling, bro, they nobody see me through it. Word to my mother, niggas knew it, but I still went through it.
So it's like giving the sliminess, Even the plugin is slimy, bro. Like just look at the color and everything like that too. Then we have a doubler. We use the doubler too. Then we have a RVox after that. And yeah, we use this in your face vocal. I like what it's doing.
When I was just hustling, bro, they nobody see me through it. Word to my mother, niggas knew it, but I still went through it. Snooze, then you lose. Guess I snooze, cause I still went through it. Cry about the Billy Cool. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I rap my bands up. When I they see me do it. When I rap my bands up, man, nobody see me do it. When I was just hustling, bro, they nobody see me through it. Word to my mother, niggas knew it, but I still went through it. Snooze, then you lose. Guess I snooze, cause I still went through it. Cry about the Billy Cool. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I rap my bands up. When I they see me do it. When I rap my bands up. When I rap my bands up.
He reminds me of Doodle Bob. All right. So after that, we have the ad libs, and the ad libs sound really good.
When I was just hustling, bro, they nobody see me through it. Word to my mother, niggas knew it, but I still went through it. Snooze, then you lose. Guess I snooze, cause I still went through it. Cry about the Billy Cool. Oh yeah, I still went through it. Now I rap my bands up. When I they see me do it. When I rap my bands up, man, nobody.
So yeah, the ad libs pretty basic, rolling off top, but I want extended high end though. Rolling off bottom, but I want extended high end is what I mean. And yeah, I use the meta flanger to help it give it that swimming effect too, and it kind of glues it together with the quarter note that was on the lead vocal, sharing that same common ingredient in the pot. And then I have like this being a de-esser essentially, the high frequency limiter every time some of those ad libs, because his voice is so naturally squeaky and naturally bright, the sugar is already in the cup, that it kind of started to sound harsh a little bit. So I use that C4 to really keep those ad libs in place. Then I use the reverb right directly on the track. I didn't want no delay. I just didn't want no delay. It is Young Thug, even on this song, he didn't even do any ad libs. You feel me? Sometimes his ad libs can be like, yeah, I thought about the Billy Cooper. You feel me? Stuff like that. It's just kind of the delay kind of distracts it and shit. So yeah, I just want to say thanks a lot for being a great part of my YouTube family. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Want to grab the preset? Or go ahead. The links are down below. Down below, also just suggest more artists so we can keep this going. Appreciate y'all now, YouTube gang. Peace.